Hello and welcome to today's segment of Tuesday Seeds. Today we have another good one. We're going to allow you to kind of be a fly on the wall as we assist a beginning gardener who is interested in benefiting from all the regenerative ag practices that we have preached. And we're going to build a small raised bed to allow her to master some of the principles before she scales out in her yard. So please stay tuned. Okay.
So, here we go. We're down here on MLK. I'm Ken Ross with Texas Small Farmers and Ranchers, and I'm going to do a demonstration of resource management. Follow me. And this is what I wanted from that tree.
All right, so this is where a tree actually was here and it fell. And we're going to use the soil, understanding that wherever a tree is, the soil is probably very good. So we're going to use this to create a garden.
This wood, you put that back. This is actually bark from the tree. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to dig this up. We're going to use the existing soil that's here. You see over here, that's some of the logs that were part of that tree that was chopped down here, and the other two dead trees here. I wanted her to leave the whole tree here, but she didn't. She had someone take it away, which I understand, but I'm going to do it before and after. So if you look and see how this looks now, and how it's going to look in about 20 minutes after we get up out of here, it's going to be a whole garden planted fully right here, what we already have here in this yard. This is it's not compost. This is stuff from the ranch that we brought. It's just in this compost bag. This is what we're going to use to our end game. But first you take the cardboard, and this is what's going to keep the weeds and all the undesirable stuff and the toxins. Actually, this stuff is really good. The soil is really good, but we're still going to put this barrier up anyway. We're going to bring more worms and stuff and eat it from the bottom, and there's a lot of benefits from having this cardboard in there. And we want to get all the plastic and anything that's non-biodegradable. We want to take off, like all the plastic, the tape, get all that stuff out of there. We get this cardboard in here pretty thick. And I'll explain that as well, or I'll let Phil explain that more than me.
All right, so this is layering. Some people will call it, you hear words like lasagna garden, things like that. But just in case it doesn't rain, you're going to have some layering underneath that's going to capture the water, the rainwater that comes in here in the soil. And as you see, this will disintegrate down as time goes, but you just want these layers here to capture that rainwater so you have some rain, some moisture that stays in there and feeds your roots over time, regardless if you're in a dry season or not.
I'm using all this grass. This is resourceful. So this is all my dry material. And I'm just scraping my foot, getting some of these little pieces of leftover debris from the tree. I know it's good because this tree is over 100 years old. This is another part of the lasagna we're making here. And everything's usable. Add a little mushroom compost to this, not much, just very little bit. Just add a little bit of extra to our little cake we're baking here, or lasagna, or whatever you want to call it. And some people think it takes a lot, just a little bit of everything. And we're trying to be as natural as possible. So we're not bringing any pesticides, insecticides, as you'll see. Moreover, we're going to use host plant now. We'll be eating out of this in about a week. This is actually from our ranch. I do a small coating of this to kind of fill in the gaps. Nothing cool, nothing cute. Just getting it in there. Because we only got probably a couple more layers left. So I'll walk that in on the sides. Just kind of spread it out, and that'll help open it up front.
So what is this right here on this top layer you just put in?
This is sheep manure, a little bit of chicken manure, little cow crap. This is basically our nitro.
Okay.
We're putting it up high like this because it's going to soak down into the soil, because we're going to water all this stuff in, and all that juice is what these plants are going to be living on for the first couple of months.
Okay, I see some leaves and stuff like that in here too. Saw some worms.
And now what we're doing, Rick,
Yeah.
this is mint. And this mint is going to be our host, and what's going to keep some of the critters out. It's ready to go. Once we water it in, I'm just sticking these down in the side like that. I'm going to put one at 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, whatever you want to say. And that's going to go nuts for sure. But it's going to protect our leafy greens and just get some herb critters, so it's kind of hosting. We have so get as much of this hybrid grass out of here, because once that gets in, that's bad enough. We're putting the mint directly in here.
So this is mint. What other herbs are you?
We're going to do mint, cilantro. What were the other one? The peppers, things like that.
Okay.
Stuff that's gonna,
Oregano.
Well, it's important, and that's another good thing about the layering. You want good drainage, because without that, things will just come up, and then all the good stuff is just going to mat. Then it's going to rot the root system out of all your plants.
So here,
want to have.
so you had left it running, the coal's running. How are you determining the good drainage or not?
Oh, it's coming out the bottom here.
Gotcha.
And it's also showing us which way the water's running through here. So you're just going to drain off that way, which is good, because from underneath it's going to leach in. That's going towards the road like it's supposed to go.
Okay.
And all that being wasted money. It's got a little chocolate mint, some strawberries, and these are hosting. I can't remember what this is, but it's something that runs. I think it's nitrate. Kind of looks like a sweet potato slip, honestly. It will come back soon.
So this is our final garden, the final product, and this is just a starter. You can see how much space we have out here to grow into, but here's where it all starts.